All right, Mike here again with Better Times. Here to go over the best bet parlay, the best value bet, and the underdog to watch. And I want to start right there. Look, this week's underdog to watch, he's a plus 200. I've been impressed with him this whole time he's been in UFC since he started, and that's going to be Charles Radke. Now, his one loss, you can't fault him for losing against Carlos Prates. Prates was a bad matchup for him to begin with. But don't forget that Radke does have wrestling credentials of his own. He is very strong in the grappling. And the one thing he does very well is that he times his counter strikes. Malott, one of the big thing he does all the time, every fight, and I'm surprised that Neil Magny let him get away with this, is he drops his hands every time he throws his offense. And it's bad when he throws his leg kicks. Those hands are down to his hips and he is squared up against his opponent. If Radke throws a check left hook, Malott is going to go out. And I just can't see the fight going past that moment. Radke gets his timing early. You saw it when he fought Semmelsberger. Got the timing early. He couldn't handle the power. He got him out of there. I see that happening because Malott does play around on the feet first. He hardly leads with the wrestling. It's mostly the strikes because he's fast and he's also good at timing. But Radke is better. His pressure is more methodical. And he takes his time when picking his shots. In the striking, the only threat that Malott can present is that high kick. It comes fast, but the one thing he always does is he throws it at too high of an angle. If he turned the hips a little bit sooner, he would be knocking out a lot more people, but he doesn't. I see the high kick, if he throws it, going over Radke, and I see Radke still landing that left hook in any exchange that happens during that fight. I don't even think the wrestling gets involved. Charles Radke plus 200. That is tremendous value on a fighter that is being overlooked. The best bet, my favorite bet of the whole card, is going to be Jose Aldo. Now, I say a lot of times you got to put your fandom to the side. I'm a huge Jose Aldo fanatic. He is my GOAT. But with that being said, I know what it takes to beat him. I knew Volkanovski was going to beat him. I knew Holloway was going to beat him, even though I was hoping he would win. I knew Murad was going to beat him. And I knew Mario Batista was going to beat him. Ayman Zahabi. He is a hard fight for most fighters because he is an extremely sharp counter striker. And one of the most patient counter strikers I've ever seen. So much so that he frustrates his opponents into opening themselves up more. And that's when he starts to open up more. Aldo will not chase him. He likes to use his boxing, and I believe the boxing alone will work. But the key here is who has more tools to win? That's Jose Aldo. He's got the kicks. If he implements those kicks, Ayman is done for. If he decides to implement his jiu-jitsu, Ayman Zahabi is done for. Zahabi only has the hands. He utilizes kicks, but the kicks won't hurt Aldo. Aldo is very good at defending kicks because he is a very good kicker. And the reason the boxing is going to work, if Aldo decides not to use the kicks, not to use the jiu-jitsu, the reason the boxing alone will work is because Aldo, unlike Zahabi's past opponents, will take time working that body. And when he works the body, the headshots will open up. That's the one thing that, aside from Basharat. No other opponent has worked the body. Aldo will work the body. He's got the power advantage. He's got the speed advantage. He's got eyes in the pocket unlike anybody else. He has very slight head movement, so that way he just moves right out of range, but he's still in the pocket and he returns fire. And again, power, speed, more tools, Jose Aldo, minus 215. I don't know why the price is going down. He is the clear side in this fight. So get it in. Now, the best bet parlay. Unfortunately, the last one did not hit. Too confident, jumped on the hype train. It happens to the best of us. But the best bet parlay, the 10 that we had, we hit 8. We're still up. In this one, when it comes to these two fighters, it comes down to their size and how they implement it. And that's why it's going to work. Number 1 pick, Jasmine Jastovicius. The one hole that is a clear way to defeat Jessica Andrade is if you're bigger than her and you can use that size to control her. Blanchfield did it. Shevchenko did it. Jasmine is going to do it because she always fights her fight. She doesn't play around with the striking too long. She's done better at using it to set up her takedowns, and it's going to work even better for her here. She doesn't even need to use the striking. She can just let Andrade charge her because she will, and she can use her size to take her down. And when she takes her down, she is going to control her. Andrade cannot handle someone that size being on top of her. So, number 1 pick, Jasmine Jastovicius. Number 2 pick, Navajo Sterling, going up against Ivan Erslan. This is another one. Navajo Sterling is another striker. Again, he uses his size to be imposing on his opponents. When you got someone like that pressuring you and they're just landing shot after shot after shot, and Sterling has underrated power. And it's crazy because he's not using technique. He's just throwing it out there. If he sits down on his punches, he's going to knock Erslan out. And that's why he's our number 2 pick. The effortless power, the way he pressures because he's so big, so long, he can hit his opponents at a range they cannot return fire. This is an easy stylistic matchup for Sterling. Jastovicius as well. Both have clear paths to victory. Both together. I released it early at a minus 120. $50 wins you back $41.69. As of right now, it is a minus 131. $50 wins you back $38.17. This is still good value. Get it in now before it goes up because it will continuously go up as we approach the fight night. That is the show. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out allinforbettertimes.com. We got the prelim breakdowns right now along with the best bets for the whole card. The main card breakdowns will be up Tuesday. The rest of the props along with the lottery parlay will be up Friday. And until next time, good luck with your bets.